Hello student, today we have to learn the summary of this chapter, natural resources, water. And you have already learned about the different types of natural resources and man-made resources. Okay, and you have already learned the previous chapter, that the land and soil resources, and today we have to learn that the water resources. You know that the what is the importance of the water in our life. Day by day, in our every activity done by water, like that cooking, washing, bathing, everything. But why we need to water? Water is also required in the industry for various product, various purpose, and also by the water we generate power. It is called hydroelectricity, and main source of the energy is required by the hydroelectricity. Okay, and what is the fresh water resources? And our earth uniqueness like in the fact that it has water and hence it is habitable. It means that the especially on earth we can survive with the use of the water. That's why it is habitable. Earth is called watery planet and also called blue planet. Why? Because 71% of its surface is covered with water. 71% covered with water. But out of this means that the 29%, out of 29%, 79.3% exist in the form of ocean, sea, gulf and bays. These contain saline water unfit for drinking or irrigation. Okay, these water, seas, ocean, gulf and bays, we can't use because it is not a fresh water. These contain salinity. That's why we cannot use for drinking or irrigation. The rest 2.97% is in the form of fresh water. So we can understand easily that the 2.7% is the form of fresh water. But again, 70% of this fresh water is found at ice sheets, glacier. Thus, only 1% of fresh water is available to us for direct consumption and use. It means only 1% we can use as a fresh water. The main source of fresh water, what is the sources of the fresh water? River, stream, lakes, ponds and groundwater. The supply of fresh water comes from rainfall and melting of glacier. That's why our two types of river, already we learned that the two types of river, perennial and seasonal river. And the perennial river formed by the melting of glacier. It collect in the water bodies or seep through the soil and collect as water, groundwater. Water is renewed. It means water is renewable resource, recycle and recharge throughout the hydrological cycle or water cycle. Water cycle, you know that the liquid form to gaseous form, and then again to the solid or the liquid form. It is known as the hydrological cycle. But in the process, the form of water may change and the ratio between usable fresh water and non-usable saline water may be altered. Also, the distribution of this water may be affected. Distribution of fresh water is not equally on the whole world. Okay. This may be result in the flood in some parts of the world, while some other area may be face water scarcity. Maybe some area faced water scarcity and some area faced that the flood. This makes us conscious about the importance of conserving the water resource. So we can must aware that the conserving of water precious resources. Okay, water can neither be added nor subtract from the earth. It is limited and it is neither be subtract and neither or nor added from the earth. Its total volume remain constant. It is constant motion cycling through hydrosphere, the atmosphere, lithosphere through the process of evaporation, precipitation and runs off. Water is renewed. It means water is renewable resource, recycle and recharge throughout the hydrological cycle or water cycle. Water cycle, you know that the liquid form to gaseous form and then again to the solid or the liquid form. It is known as the hydrological cycle. But in the process, the form of water may change and the ratio between usable fresh water and non-usable saline water may be altered. Also, the distribution of this water may be affected. Distribution of fresh water is not equally on the whole world. Okay. This may be result in the flood in some parts of the world, while some other area may be face water scarcity. Maybe some area faced water scarcity and some area faced that the flood. This makes us conscious about the importance of conserving the water resource. So we can must aware that the conserving of water precious resources. Okay, water can neither be added nor subtract from the earth. It is limited and it is neither be subtract and neither or nor added from the earth. Its total volume remain constant. It is constant motion cycling through hydrosphere, the atmosphere, lithosphere through the process of evaporation, precipitation and runs off. Distribution of fresh water. Distribution of fresh water is highly uneven throughout the world. Area of heavy rainfall have good surface waterfall. The groundwater reserve is also high on account of seepage through the soil. For example, floods are common in Huanghe Basin of China and Bangladesh in eastern India. On the other hand, vast areas suffer from acute water scarcity and drought. They include the Sahara, Kalahari Desert of Africa, Western Asia as well as arid areas of Western India and other parts of South Asia, Northwest Mexico and also Australia. Then our next point is water resources of India. What is the resources of water in India? Main resources in India is drained by many big rivers. Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra and other tributaries like Satluj and Yamuna. And these rivers drain northern India. And the next Narmada, Tapi, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri flow through the southern India. The northern river and perennial river. Perennial rivers throughout flowing the water in these rivers. And why? Because that the sources of these water is glacier of the Himalayas. The southern river are seasonal. Southern river is called seasonal river. India also receive good amount of rainfall through monsoon. In spite of this, our country suffer from acute water shortage And what is the reason of the water shortage? The unequal distribution of rainfall, uncertainty of monsoon rain, concentration of most of the rain within 4 months of rainy season. As a result of supply of fresh water is also highly unreliable. A number of multi-purpose projects is also called that the temple of the modern India. Why it is called the temples of modern India, and what is the benefit of this multi-purpose project? That's why we call that the temples of the modern India. What is the reason? First, generation of hydroelectricity, yani generation of hydroelectricity. All of you know that the power generated by the water resources, providing water for irrigation. Also it is the use of the for irrigation, and also flood control, navigation facility, promoting fisheries, afforestation, soil conservation, and recreation facility. All of these benefits due to we can that's why we can say that the temple of the modern India. What is called that the multi-purpose project dam is called the modern temple of India. Next topic is your that the conservation of water resources. How to conserve water resources for future use. In spite of availability of water, many parts of the world face water scarcity. Water scarcity is caused due to overexploitation, excessive, uncontrolled use of available fresh water. A dripping tap wastes about 1200 liters of water in a year. How can you imagine that the dripping tap wastes the water 1200 liters? Human beings use huge amount of water not only for drinking and washing but also for irrigation in factory and construction of houses. Also it is the use of this water. Unequal distribution of water due to natural causes. What is the cause of the unequal distribution of water? Variation in annual and seasonal precipitation of surface runoff as well as social causes also lead to water scarcity for many. What is the pollution of rivers, lakes by discharging of sewage water and industrial waste is a big menace. People are changing the life-giving rivers into toxic stream. We are responsible for these pollution of the water resource. Man is himself turning available fresh water into dirty water, unfit for use. And how can we conserve water? Stop wastage of water, control flow of water by proper distribution, prevent water pollution, adopt rainwater harvesting and train the people, adopt proper means of irrigation to reduce wastage through seepage, sprinkle irrigation and drip irrigation. These through means of irrigation that we can save the water. Afforestation also helps to increase underground water level as it checks surface runoff or recharge groundwater. Thus, as responsible citizens of world, we should also try to save these precious resources. We should be conscious as well as make other conscious about the importance of water. You must remember that every drop of water is precious. Water is very precious for us. Thank you.